because you're never going to come in when the theatre is really quiet, just to give you a feel of it. It doesn't work in theatre, so we'll take what we can do. Here we are in the upper circle, and it is actually, you're sitting on a slightly higher upper circle than you would have when the theatre was first built. Because in the 1920s and the 1930s, the people had stopped coming to the theatre, and the theatre was about to close because everybody was going to see a movie because it was in talkies. So they didn't want to come to the theatre anymore. And we were very, very close to the theatre closing forever, and I'll never know what would have happened to it, thank God. When, luckily for us, the Donald family stepped in to save the day. And they had to spend some money to get the theatre up and running. And one of the things they did was, this used to be benches, as was the balcony, so these were all benches all the way along. And that was so that the theatre could get as many people as they could in to see a show. And they employed somebody called a pusher who had a stick like a T shape that would push people along to get as many people as they could into their seats so that they could get some more money. If you left your seat to go to the toilet, tell them you're going to get back to wherever you were meant to be. However, the Donald family, they changed that and they installed the seats here and upstairs. But to do that, to do a couple of things. And one of the things they had to do was raise what we call the rake. So you saw that the stairs were a bit steep as you came down. And that's because they raised the rake up and put a new flooring on top of the original flooring, which we believe is still underneath here. And they decided that what they would do is they would install a revolving stage, and they would have a music hall style show for the second act, but the first act would be a cinema show, so that people started coming back to the theatre. They'd watch the cinema show, stage would evolve at interval, and there'd be a music hall style show for the second act, and that saved the theatre. So we're very, very thankful to the Donald family. So you get quite a good view up here. Because they raised the here, they had to do a couple of things. One of the things they had at the bar there, you'll see when we go downstairs, it should have been up to here. So they installed these brass frames to stop people falling over. And that, it could be the same as the chandelier, it could be 6 years ago now. It's only when they put in the perspex. They didn't have it in before then because the people in the dress circle were fed up getting coats and sweets and everything dropped on them. So they put the perspex in a few years ago. But you will see how high this is when we go downstairs, because that bit will be up here or maybe even higher when we go downstairs. A few things happen up in the upper circle where Susan's standing just now. There's a big glass window, and that's where the follow spots are controlled from. And they're also known as the ABBA song Super Troopers. So they'll be used in big musical numbers. So they are used today for the band. They are manually as well as some electronics, but somebody will be in there. There's two guys in there just now, or in the show, and actually controlling those lights. The other smaller booth that Susan's standing next to, Susan said that we wanted to make the theatre accessible to all. I mean, it's part of the law with the Equality Act that it has to be accessible to all. So everybody should have the same right to come, sit in different seats, choose where they want to sit in the theatre, and also be able to see and to hear the show that's going on. So we do a few things in the theatre, and that glass booth is where we would have the audio describing for people with a sight difficulty. You'll have somebody in there on a Saturday, well not this Saturday, but next Saturday afternoon, there'll be somebody in there with a microphone and a headset. Anybody that has a visual disability will be down, usually in the front stalls. You'll sometimes see guide dogs down there as well. They'll sit there with a headset on and they will listen to what's happening. So we become their eyes for that show, just to let them see what's happening so they can enjoy the show the same as you or I. We also do other enhancements, but we'll tell you about them in the stalls. That's mainly where they happen. But that's where, so if you ever see somebody in there and you think, what are they doing? You'll know they're just doing the audition. It's usually just a Saturday afternoon. You get a fantastic view of the stage itself, but we'll tell you all about it because if you're at the back you don't really see it, so we'll tell you a bit more about that as we go down into the dress circle and into the stalls. So I think that's all for here just now. And we'll head down and we'll get a little bit more history of the theatre and why we have this fantastic building. So we're going to go up to the back and follow Susan through that door there. The last step as we go down is a bit steeper, so just mind your step. There is tape on it and Susan will point it out, but just mind your step as you go down. Okay.